theories. Now we are going to learn metallic carbonyls, stability of coordination complexes, application of coordination complexes.
When carbon monoxide molecule is added with the metal, that is called as metallic carbonyl. It contains metal carbon bond. The first metallic carbonyl is identified as nickel tetracarbonyl by Mohn in 1890. That metallic carbonyl we have to study in separately because of their industrial importance and catalytic properties and their stability to release carbon monoxide. This metallic carbonyl is classified by two types, mononuclear carbonyl and polynuclear carbonyl, based on the number of metal atom present in it. Mono means what? Mono means single. So only one metal atom present in that carbonyl means it is called as mononuclear carbonyl. In the example, it is underlined that each example having only one atom. In the first example, nickel tetracarbonyl, around the nickel 4 ligands are present, so the geometry is tetrahedral. It contains only one nickel atom. In iron pentacarbonyl, that it has only one iron atom and around that 5 ligands are present. The geometry is trigonal bipyramidal. In chromium hexacarbonyl, that chromium only one atom present, around that 6 ligands are present, the geometry is octahedral. So in this example only one atom are present, so that it is a mononuclear carbonyl. Next one, polynuclear carbonyl, that is it contain more than two or more metal atoms, so that they are called as polynuclear carbonyl. Under this polynuclear carbonyl, it is classified as homonuclear or heteronuclear. Homonuclear means they contain same number of metal atom more than 2, and heteronuclear means they contain different type of metal atom more than 2. In that example, homonuclear example, see the example, same atoms are present more than 2. In heteronuclear carbonyl also different type of atoms are present. I underline that one. Now classification is based on the structure. First structure is non-bridged metal carbonyl. That is, it contains only the terminal carbonyl. See the example. In the first example, around a nickel carbonyl is present, that is called as terminal carbonyl. In second example, iron, around the ion the carbonyl is present, that is called as terminal carbonyl. The same way in chromium, around the chromium carbonyls are present in the terminal, so they are containing terminal carbonyl. There is no bridge between the metal, so only one metal present, so that it is called as non-bridged metal carbonyl. And another one, non-bridged metal carbonyl, which contain terminal carbonyl and also metal bond. See the example, there is two manganese present, the manganese, between the manganese one metallic bond is present, and around the manganese the carbonyls are present in the terminal. So this is called as non-bridge. There is no bridge between the metal, so that it is a non-bridge, and also the carbonyls are present in the terminal, so that it is a terminal carbonyl. And also in this example there is a bond between two metal, so that it has terminal carbonyl as well as metal bond. Bridged carbonyl, that is carbon monoxide act as a bridge between the metal atom. Here they are containing one or more bridging carbonyl as well as terminal ligand, that is terminal carbonyl, and also they may contain one or more metal bond. In the first example, here the carbon monoxide is act as a bridging ligands between the two iron atom. There is 3 bridges present, and also 3 carbonyl is act as a terminal carbonyl in the both the iron atom. In second one, there is dicopal octacarbonyl. they contain two isomer. What is isomer means? Same molecular formula but different structural formula. Now see the structure. In the first structure, between the copper atom there is a metal bond is present, and that carbonyl, that 4 carbonyl for one cobalt and another 4 carbonyl for another cobalt in the same formula, but there is another structure. See the another structure. In this cobalt there is no in this cobalt, there is, between the cobalt atom there is no metal bond, but the cobalt is connected by one of the carbonyl has a bridge. So there is two carbonyls act as a bridging between the cobalt atom, and 3 carbonyl act as a terminal for one cobalt, and another 3 carbonyls act as a terminal carbonyl for another cobalt. So this is the bridged carbonyl. Here sometimes the carbon monoxide is act as a bridged between the central metal atom. The bonding in metal carbonyl is an important 5-mark question. That is a bond between the central atom and also the carbonyl of the carbon atom. We know very well the carbon containing lone pair electron and metal containing empty d orbital. The lone pair of the carbon is given to the central metal atom so that it have the sigma bond formation. That is, it is indicated in that first component. The carbon gives the lone pair electron to the central metal atom. The central metal atom having the vacant d orbital, so that we are getting the sigma bond formation. The sigma bond formation increase the electron density of the metal. Now metal having the electron-rich character, but in order to compensate their increased electron density, once again the filled metal d orbital interact with the empty pi star orbital of the carbonyl ligand. So once again it transfer the added electron density to the ligand of the, that is carbonyl, that carbon 2 back to the carbon. That is called as second component, and this bonding is called as buyback bonding. In this metal carbonyl, the electron density is moved from ligand to metal through the sigma bond, and also again from the metal to ligand through the pi bond. This is called as bonding in metal carbonyl. Now we are going to study about the stability of metal complexes. Stability of metal complexes is based on the two factors. One is thermodynamic stability, another one is kinetic stability. The thermodynamic stability is based on the free energy change of the complex formation. Then kinetic stability is based on the ligand substitution. The ligand is substituted very rapidly, means that type of complexes are called as labile complexes. Sometimes the ligand substitution is undergo very slowly. Sometimes it never substituted by another ligand. That type of complexes are called as inert complexes. Stability constant. What is stability? Stability means here we are studying about the coordination complexes. That complexes never undergo dissociation, or sometimes the ligand substitution not take place, means the complex is want to be remain in the same state. That is called as stability of complex. Here the definition is given as the stability means measure of resistance to replacement of one ligand by other. That is, they resist to substitution of the ligand. They want to same in that state only. So that is called as stability. The stability of complex refers to the degree of association, and also they want to associate with the ligand and then metal only. They don't want to dissociate it. That is also called as stability constant. Now see that complex formation between the copper and 4-amine. In that one they join together forming the complex tetraamine copper. For that it is an equilibrium state. For equilibrium statement we will write the equilibrium constant, that the stability constant beta is equal to, that complex is written in the numerator and then the reactant is written in the denominator. Always the equilibrium constant means product always written on the numerator and reactant on the denominator. Now the concentration of the complexes increases means the stability constant value also increases. So greater the stability constant means the greater the stability of the complex. Now the complexes are dissociated in the solution. Generally, the coordination complexes are stable in their solution. Sometimes the dissociation is occur. The dissociation occur is based on the bonding between the metal and the ligand. So there is stronger metal ligand bond means lesser is the dissociation. Now in aqueous solution, the complex undergo dissociated means there is a equilibrium between the undissociated complex and dissociated ion. Now see the equation that tetraamine copper is dissociated at copper 2 plus 4 amine. For that equilibrium we are going to write alpha. What is alpha means? It is a instability constant. Here also the product, what are the product here? Copper 2 plus and 4 amine is written on the numerator and complex is written on the denominator. It is the reciprocal relationship, that is we already say that for stability constant, greater the stability constant, greater the stability of the complexes, but here lesser the instability constant, greater the stability of the complexes. This is the relationship between the stability constant and instability constant. Stability constant means it is called as dissociation equilibrium. Stability constant means it is called as association equilibrium constant. Instability constant means it is called as dissociation equilibrium constant, and it is a reciprocal relationship with the stability constant. We already know that higher the stability constant, greater the stability of the complexes. Here see in the table, first one 1.0 into 10 power 3 and last one 2.5 into 10 power 41. So which one having more stability constant means the last one having more stability constant. So that is more stable complexes, and first one having lesser stability constant, so it is a least stable complex. Surrounded by water molecules. That water molecules means that is S represented by the S, metal represented by the capital M. So square bracket capital M S6, that is metal surrounded by 6 water molecule. If the ligands are very stronger than water means the water molecules are replaced by the stronger ligand. So now that S is replaced by stronger ligand means that is called as ML6. Now see the equilibrium reaction. In that equilibrium reaction, all the S molecules are replaced by 6 ligand, so that we are getting square bracket Ml6 and then 6 S is separated. It is in equilibrium formation. For that equilibrium formation means we will write the equilibrium constant. Here all the 6 ligands are replaced in only one step by the water molecule. So it is called as overall stability constant beta. Beta overall is equal to, always write the product in the numerator and reactant in the denominator, so that we are getting beta overall like this. Afterward, if the solvent molecule is larger excess means their concentration is going to be ignored, so that the now beta overall is changed as square bracket Ml6 divided by square bracket of Ms6 and L to the power of 6. Here the beta overall is called as overall stability constant. What is S means water molecule, what is L means it is called as strong ligand. What is the difference between the previous slide and in this slide? In previous slide, all the water molecules are replaced by the stronger ligand, 6 ligand, in only one step. Here we are going to substitute the only one ligand for the one water molecule in each step, so that at last all the water molecules replaced by the stronger ligand. So step by step we are going to remove one water molecule. For that one ligand will be replaced for that water molecule. In the first reaction, the MX6 plus ligand, only one ligand is going to be substituted for the water molecule. So we are removing only one water molecule, there is only one S is written on the product side, and the ligand is substituted inside the complex. In the second step also we are going to substitute another ligand. So we are going to remove another water molecule. Another water, instead of that another water molecule, another ligand is going to be substituted inside the square bracket. So for that each step we are writing the stability constant value. For the stability constant value, numerator containing product and denominator containing reactant. In the each stepwise constant, the concentration of the solvent molecule is never considered because it is ignored. The large excess means it is ignored. We have already seen in that previous slide. Now we get we get stepwise constant. So 6 stepwise constant is multiplied, that we get the overall constant beta value. So on both now taking both the logarithm means we get log beta is equal to log k1 plus log k2 plus log k3 plus log k4 plus log k5 plus log k6. It is the stepwise constant and then overall constant, relationship between stepwise constant and then overall constant. Now we are going to learn the application of coordination complexes. The complex of copper 2 ion is a blue color, that name is phthalo blue. It is used in printing ink and packaging industry. We already learned the Mohn process in metallurgy. It is used in the purification of nickel by the formation of tetracarbonate, nickel tetracarbonate. Here we get 99.5% pure nickel by decomposition. And EDTA is a chelating ligand, that is it is a cyclic formation formed complexes. It is used in separation of lanthanide and softening of hard water and also removing lead poisoning. The fourth one, the silver and gold we are extracted by using the cyanide with the cyanide complex. It is a soluble cyano complex. That cyano complexes are reduced by zinc to give the pure metal. This process is called as Mark-Arthur Forrest cyanide process. Fifth uses in nickel 2 plus ion present in the nickel chloride is estimated by forming that insoluble complex, that is DMG means dimethyl glycol. There is 2 dimethyl glycol, that is bis dimethyl glycol. Nickel bis dimethyl glycol is used for to measure the nickel 2 plus ions in the nickel chloride solution. We use catalyst for organic reaction and inorganic reaction. The first catalyst, Wilkinson catalyst, here it is a coordination complex, that is bis triphenyl phosphine rhodium chloride. It is used for hydrogenation of alkene reaction as a catalyst. And Daimler-Natta catalyst, here also this catalyst used for polymerization of ethene. Now the seventh one, to uniform and fine deposit of superior metal like silver, gold, platinum over the base metal, we need the help of coordination complexes, that is AgCN twice and then AuCN twice. It is used in electrolytic path. And eighth uses that complexes are used in medicine also. For that, first one, calcium EDTA chelate, that is used in lead and radioactive poisoning. They used to remove lead and also radioactive metal ion from the body. And cisplatin, it is a anti-tumor drug. It is used in cancer treatment. Next one, in photography, the developed film, first of all it is washed with sodium thiosulfate solution so that the negative film is get fixed. Afterward, the AgBr is formed with the sodium thiosulfate solution, form one soluble complex, that is sodium dithiosulfate argentate. This complex is easily removed by the washing the film with the water. Now we are going to learn the function of coordination complexes in the biological system. What is RBC? RBC means red blood cell, carboxyl. They contain Hem group. In that Hem group, central metal atom is Fe2 plus and fibrin is the ligand. Their function is carrying the oxygen from lungs to tissues, we know very well, and also carbon dioxide from tissues to lungs. The next one, chlorophyll. In that chlorophyll, it is also a coordination complex. Central metal atom is a magnesium 2 plus and modified fibrin ligand is act as a ligand. The name of this ligand is Corrin ring. Then function of this chlorophyll is in photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? The plant convert the carbon dioxide and water in presence of sunlight and moisture into carbohydrate and oxygen. And vitamin B12. Here the central atom is Gopal plus. It is surrounded by fibrin. It is act as a ligand. The next one, enzyme. There are so many enzyme is present. They are all containing metal complexes. They used in the regulate biological process. For example, in carboxypeptidase, it is in the digestion process. It is a protease enzyme. That hydrolytic enzyme is containing zinc metal ion as a central metal. It is surrounded by the protein. That is, it is coordinated with the protein. Cisplatin. In this structure, platinum is a central metal atom. Around that, 2 amine and 2 chlorine are present in the same position, so that it is called as cis. It is a quaternion complex and it acts as a anti-cancer drug. That is, it undergo hydrolysis and reacts with the DNA. It produces so many cross-links. That cross-links hinder the DNA replication and transcription. So first of all, the cell growth is inhibited. Afterward, the cell become to death. Now that cross-link, they also cross-linked with the cellular protein, so that it inhibit the mitosis. What is mitosis? Means single cell divide into two identical daughter cell is called as, that process is called as mitosis. That mitosis process also inhibited by these cross-links with the cellular protein by this cisplatin.